Hello. Okay. So today I want to talk a bit about something that's really close to my heart, and that is basically how to navigate your spiritual journey, especially if you're just starting out or like don't even know that you should start out, right? Um, I think I talk about this a lot, and I will shame continue to talk about it a lot because I'm very passionate about it. Hey, I just don't want to see. There's nothing I hate more than seeing people with genuine gifts, genuine gifts, genuine spiritual, things that have been passed on to them, and then for someone to just take advantage of that later on because you're not discerning enough as an individual, and because you're not, or you haven't been guided the correct way, right? I really hate to see that happen, and no one really deserves for that to happen to them, regardless of how naive you are. But that's why I do these videos, guys, so that you can be less naive, at least one video at a time. Um, so let's get started, okay? Now, spirituality. I think people think that spirituality manifests itself the same way for everyone. It does not, okay? It can happen in very strange ways, even for people within the same family, right? And I think as much as most of you probably are aware of that, I don't think that you are sensitized enough to that, right? How you will discover you're a spiritual person is different from how I will discover I'm a spiritual person. It's different from how my sister might, how my other family members might, right? It's quite different, but it still needs to be honored, okay? So I never want to be someone who prescribes to people how they should go about their spirituality, or mm, how they should engage with their faith, right? Because that's a very personal thing. But I would hope that you guys engage with something, engage with an entity, engage with a spiritual process, whatever it is that anchors you. I hope that you honor what anchors you. Okay, I feel like I should write that down and like hang it up somewhere, because what did I say? I feel like you should honor what anchors you. By me, guys. Oh, okay. Anyway, I digress. But so say for instance, and I'm gonna make this example, and I'm gonna speak to this example. But I mean, there are so many more examples out there, and there's so many ways that the same thing can happen, right? Um, so say for instance you're someone who you've been having dreams, and they feel kind of, they feel kind of like there's something more to them. Or so you could be dreaming of the water, you could be dreaming of your ancestors that have passed, you could be dreaming of getting messages from them, you could be dreaming of them telling you things that don't really make sense to you, but and also notice the feeling, a feeling that you get when when you see them. Or you could just be experiencing some very crazy events in your life, very crazy. And it can be, and I hate that I'm thinking of it this way, because it's usually not pleasant. It's usually not pleasant events. It's really usually not pleasant events. So, and then you notice what's going on in my life. Like there's just too many things that are just chaotic, you know. Um, that could be perhaps leading you to a spiritual path. Um, well, maybe you want to hear how it manifested for me, right? Like I said, I've always been someone who was very connected to my great grandmother, very connected to her. So, like I said in the past video, when I started to have those dreams and I started to get sick and all these things started to happen, then I always used to channel her energy and I always used to feel better. But it was only in my mid 20s where I felt like I want to pray. I want to pray. And it was a lot of trial and error, okay? I don't think it's worth taking you through through that, but I will do a part two, I promise. But anyway, how you should do it right now, right? So if you want to connect with your ancestors, you want to connect with your spirit guides, you want to connect with the divine, as some people call it. Okay, I don't know if Tina Wadwamyamas divine or it's just all people, but they can also be because divine is just a word, right? It's just like is it a word or a term? Okay, anyway, but basically, right? We all have our entities, so the best way, and this is something that I recently advised someone. I told someone, and they did it, and it worked for them, right? And I tell it to many people, and I've never had someone come back and say, "Oh, what you told me to do didn't work." So try and test it, guys. What you gonna do? And ancestors like being tested. They like because they like to prove. They like to prove things. Okay, they like to prove things. All right. So it's not a bad thing here if you like. Yeah, no, I want to see. I want to see what they're gonna do. You know. So first, take a white candle, just a white candle, and take 7 days. Use 7 days. Take that white candle, and then take. Oh, it's probably upstairs. Okay, but take into. Okay, that's the black snuff. All right, take coins, silver coins. Okay, and a white saucer, and a glass like this one, but like just a clear glass, not like this one, just a clear glass, right? And then you place it somewhere. Ideally, you would cleanse this space that you're going to put it in with white cloth, water with sunlight and salt, and then just clean it and speak over it, right? I'm gonna please remind me to get back to speaking over things because it's very important. It's very important. So anyway, back to what you're supposed to do. So you're gonna clean the space, right? Then you say no. You are cleaning the space as you are preparing it to be your prayer space, to be your sacred space, especially if you don't have enough space around where you live, and especially if maybe you live with people. Say you have a room somewhere, but like the bigger places, if there's multiple people, and then you especially ask for your ancestors to still come through even if you are among people, right? And to please excuse that, it's just current circumstances, whatever it is, right? Then you pray for 7 days, okay? And then every day when you pray, you will pray for certain things. Firstly, you will pray for confirmation that you are on the right path, okay? How that will come about, it's not going to be someone who comes and says you are on the right path and then disappears. Sounds ridiculous. Sounds a little ridiculous, but I need to make the point, okay? It's not going to be someone, it's not going to happen like that, right? So what you're wanting to happen within these 7 days, you want to pay really, really close attention to the dreams that you have. For example, and you see, I said start with a one white candle, right? So maybe you'll have a dream that the first night and you'll see 2 white candles, okay? Add another white candle. Maybe you don't see 2 white candles, maybe you see colors. Like, for instance, the person I was talking to, she saw different, because I told her when I was telling her about this process, I told her either you see specific things done with candles, or maybe not even candles, maybe just sticks with colors to them, right? Because dreams are very strange. Maybe that, or you'll see colors, or you'll just see colors. Doesn't matter if it's on clothing or if it's on, but you just be specifically drawn to the colors in your dreams, right? That represents the color of the candles that you're supposed to add. And then she came back and she said she saw a white and a red candle. So I said, okay, add a red candle. And she also added one. So I'm like, you see, your intuition is working. Okay, it's working. You added the red candle. That's what you were supposed to do. So that's what's going to happen. You are going to, I know I had someone else who said they could just like see yellow shoes, which was crazy to them because guys, I don't know a lot of people with, but like she also didn't own any yellow shoes or whatever. It was something weird like that. And so no, it just means add a yellow candle to your candles, right? And so they did that. So it will come. It will really just be. Maybe you'll see. You might even see something strange as this. Maybe not this, but maybe something with green in it. Then you'll be like, oh, okay, add a green candle. Oh, and if you're seeing a lot of blue, or like people just wearing, maybe there's a soccer team in your dream and they wearing blue uniform, add a blue candle. Just some of the crazy ways that dreams can try to send messages to you, right? So basically that's what you see, and the more you see those small things, but you need to pay close attention to those things, right? Pay close attention. And then let me tell you something. You have the white candle, and I've never told someone this to do it, and they've come back and they ended the 7 days with the white candle. Okay, so don't be alarmed. Sometimes it'll just be two candles. Sometimes, most of the time, I'll be honest, most of the time for me, it's always four that they end up with. Mostly, if you are in a tough situation in terms of spiritual attacks and people and evil eye and things like that, then you'll mostly end up on the red and a white and a red and a white, but those two, right? And then if you are mostly supposed to, it really depends on what they're trying to convey to you, but mostly it'll be a white, a yellow, a blue, and a red. Those are the most colors that often come up, because remember, this will be like your first time upon one of your first times. So that's what will happen. Okay, now the more, yes, Nina, you listen to what you want to listen to, hey, really, because then you'll do this, right, and then you'll stop, and then you'll never ever pray again in your life until you something crazy happens again. Please stop doing that, guys. You're making me tired. Okay, you're making me tired. Please don't stop doing that. Be consistent, because that's also what they're testing. How consistent are you? Okay, don't do something because you want an outcome. Don't do something because now you're in a bind. You need a new job because your boss is stressing you, or you don't have a job, or anything, any of the crazy things that happen, like spirituality. And this is my opinion. I'm going to share it because something that's personal to me. You can watch it, or you can turn down the volume or whatever. But spirituality, guys, in order for it to do what it's supposed to do in your life, and to give you strength of character, and to keep you going, right? In hard times, in any kind of times, you need to be consistent, and you need to be genuine, and you need to be sincere, and you need to want it. I was going to be like, it needs to be how you approach a long-term relationship. Okay, because I feel like, Nina, I need to be talking about umjolo for you guys to be listen to the things I say. Okay, but basically, okay, yeah, you're gonna need to want to go all the way. You're gonna need to want to go the distance. Okay, and it's really rewarding, but it's also very challenging. Okay, so ideally you would do the 7-day prayer, and you pray and you pray, and if whatever it is that you're praying for, if you're praying to see a healer that you are supposed to consult with, say it within these 7 days. If you're praying for someone's health, if you're praying whatever it is that you're praying for, if you're praying for your own health, if you're praying for your sanity, if you're praying for something that you want to manifest, anything that it is, say it. And I was going to touch on speaking over things. So I recently bought a deck, and I was shuffling, and I thought to myself, because everything I ever talk about, I trust and believe it's an experience, a personal experience, right? I'm sharing a personal experience. It's just how I'm going to talk about grief in my later videos. It's just a bit fresh right now, so I don't want to, but I will. And everything that I talk about, I always want it to be something personal, right? And I've told my ancestors this. I think that's why I'm going through the things I'm going through, to be honest, because I've said, no, I want to be able to talk about things that I have experienced, so that when I tell someone you're going to be okay or you're going to get through this, they can believe me, right? But we can park that, okay? Back to speaking over things. Now, this deck that I bought. And I'm testing it on myself because no, I know my situations and I know what's happening. So I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie to myself and like want to see what I want to see. I'm gonna know that okay, no, this is even if it's like something not exactly positive, but it's just a lesson that I need to learn. So I shuffle and I place the first ones, and I'm like, it's just it wasn't anything. Listen, the messages themselves were okay. Like I feel like they were appropriate, but I didn't get that. I wasn't getting that feeling, man. That's okay. So shuffle again, and I'm like, no, man. There's like, And then my granny just came, and she said, "What are you trying to do?" And I'm looking away because I'm actually very terrified of my ancestors, guys. But they're very funny, like very, very gentle, very like sweet people, very like, but disciplinarians, man, they are harsh. But anyway, so she comes, and then she says, "What are you trying to do?" And I'm like, "Well, I want to see, I want to get, like, I want you guys to tell me, to give me my messages, like, through these cards." And then she says, "Then why don't you just say that?" She's right. She's right. She's right. Why didn't I just say that? No, I did, but like not the way I was supposed to. So guys, be very, 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 very intentional about speaking over things, right? Because she says it's very simple what you're supposed to have done. Just hold them, and like you do everything else. I don't understand why you didn't do it here. Just pray, okay? What? Give it an intention. Give these cards something to do and believe that they will do that in your heart. Then they will. Literally, that's all. Like I just closed my eyes and I said a prayer and I said it out loud, because even though there is you don't have to pray out loud if you're not that type of person, but there is power. There is power in your voice. There is power in what you say, how you say it, how it comes out. There is power that connects to your soul, connects. Guys, I'm gonna be on like this message is very like close to my heart, but anyway, okay, it's very be set an intention. Even if you're going to drink water, right? Pray over this water. I would say, I want this and this and this and this and this, and then drink it, okay? I'm just thirsty, okay? It wasn't anything. And then drink it, okay? But it's very important to set an intention. Speak over your life. Speak positivity over your life. Speak positivity over your path. Like when you are doing the 7-day prayer, speak positivity over it. Speak life into your dreams. Speak life into your prayers. Say that I know that you are going to answer me. I know that you're going to come to my dreams and give me directions. I know you're going to give me the guidance that I need. I know I'm going to find a healer. I know this and this is going to happen. I know. I trust. Okay? And so it will be. I promise you. Do it. Try it. And then after the 7 days, do not throw the stuff away in the bin, please. Don't do that, okay? Just add it to your bath water and wash with it, okay? Now I'm gonna move on to my second topic of the day. All right.